morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Oh, Lordy, y'all. We got the pattern, and I'm testing it. I want to show you what the bear looks like. I actually have a picture of it. Somebody asked me for a picture. That's what it's going to look like. And it hasn't been tested yet. I heard Charm Grammy finished hers. She's working on her second bear. Oh, my TV's on in the other room. I'll be back. It's all quiet in the room. I could turn the video on. Or camera on. Hey, beautiful. I hope you're done. She's still a little bit in season. She's going to hitchhiker on her. Oh. She's got a boyfriend and he drools all over her. He's not intact. So. Alright, I was showing you the Boggy bear. So, I can't talk and count, so I can't work on it, but I wanted to share what I got done so far with that. Yup. I came across some of my old respun yarn, and I made a bunch of cats. I was thinking about making some mushrooms, like red ones, gray ones, blue tops. Like MJ Off the Hook has some mushroom. She has a tutorial and patterns, and I have the bottom stock. I was working on it in bed last night. I got about this much done of a stock. They're large mushrooms. I don't know. I want to do sage on the top. So, I was naughty again. I was yarn surfing last night in bed. And I went on Yarnspiration's website. And they have... this stuff I could not find. Well, yes, I found it. It was like $14. So this is the Super Ease. They have it in a sage green. They had it in a couple different colors, blue, sage green. So, and it was on sale. I got them for like $6 something a piece, I think. Maybe $7. But they're it's a bulky yarn. I like this. It's soft, and you guys know I like bulky yarn. I don't have my Serenity here with me. I don't know, but like I could have bought Serenity with Premier last week, but I have every color. I have dozens of Serenity, big balls, little balls. I bought it, you know, on clearance every year, and I don't know, I just didn't want to buy it, so I bought this because I didn't have a lot of it. But I like this yarn. It's a thick yarn. You guys know I love thick yarn, especially making blankets and stuff. I'm not crazy about thin yarn, but as far as making wearables, like the tee that I made this year, I loved working with that yarn. It was a Premier, no, it was a universal yarn that I used, and I made the tunic. I made this year the tunic. Where is that? I actually want to wear that. It's nice enough. I want to wear it. I don't always wear everything I make except sweaters. Yeah. But I have the colored taupe in that thin yarn. I want to make that tunic and make it just a solid, like a taupe color. The only thing I really wear hot pink are t-shirts. Like dress shirts. I don't think I have any hot pink dress shirts. I bought a hot pink dress one time and I was like, everybody's like, no, do not wear that. So, I usually will wear, I have a couple of my favorite dresses. I need to go get them. But I was going to make some mushrooms. Play, you know, just quick projects. Something different. I got in the middle of a dog spat. They were playing in the bed, all three of them. They were roughhousing, and I got nailed. Yeah. I think it was Georgie's foot. But it like scratched my face. It's weird. Needless to say, they stopped. But yeah, I was looking for thick yarn. I was thinking, I want to make a couple mushrooms. And I was gifted this yarn, and I can't remember. If you see this and you gave this to me, remind me who I got this from. There's a few of you that donate yarn to me, and so I just don't want to say the wrong name, but I think I'm going to make a mushroom top with that. But anyways, I bought a few of these colors in this Red Heart Super Ease to make some household items. I'm wanting to, I don't know, do some stuff with my yarn and decorate. Like I have in my kitchen, I'm worried it might be a fire hazard, maybe not, but I want to make something like on the wall where I could put some stuff, you know, flowers. I don't know. I want to put some of my creations in my house, but I want to do it with a little bit of farmhouse taste, maybe is the word I'm looking for. I love MJ Off the Hook style. So maybe I can create something that she's like the mushrooms. I'm doing the mushrooms. That one wall, I bought those shelves. They were too big. I need to get a narrow cabinet, or just, I have one of those tables in my foyer at the house in High Springs that I have a lamp on, and it's got a wood and glass top, but the bottom's wrought iron. I don't know, that might be a little harsh in here. I don't know. I'm still looking. So my dad says that the floor is gonna fall through if I keep buying stuff. I said, Dad, everything's out in the shed. It's not in here. And I put my winter clothes in the other building. I'm warming him up to yarn shelves in that shop over there. He doesn't use it. And I'm going to clean it out. It'll look nice. Maybe even paint it. Or get it painted. Row 22. That got a little nose. The thing about these bears, they're plain. I think we need to make outfits for them. Seasonal outfits, you know? I don't know. I want to make a yellow one, a bumblebee. I don't know yet. We'll see. I'm on the decreases. Guys, can you see? I'm making a pot of coffee. It's a little late, but it's okay. Now coffee is done. Doesn't look that good. That last decrease. Let's see. Let's see if I can fix it. Maybe just tighten it up. There. That's better. Yeah. My decreases, can you see where they are? I used MJ Off the Hook's decreases. I like this better. They look better to me than any of them. And all she does is go in the back loop, pick up 2 stitches, and then pull through 2, and then finish off the stitch. That's her decreases. Okay. So we got to do 2 decreases, then 4 decreases, 2 single crochet, decrease, 4 single crochet, decrease, and do that one times 5. God, it's so much nicer. She made the print bigger, and oh my God, what a difference. I'm not that great at patterns as it is, you know, but I'm getting her done. So, all right, I'm going to go back to crocheting. Oh, by the way, I'm on, what row am I on? 24. And then I got to start stuffing her. I got a dog bone box full of stuffing. I put the stuffing, I don't know. I've got a big box out in my dad's shop. Oh, goodness. Yesterday, YouTube had me thinking I got dinged for music. It just said that there was a licensed song, and I'm thinking, I got it off YouTube, you know, off their studio. Anyways, so it's very deceiving the way the message read. But I went in there, and I looked at the notice, and it said, well, the first notice, it said you could remove it, or, you know, things I could do. And so I started, I went back into my app, editing app, and I took the music out and I put another song in there, the last old icky song. They don't have very many choices, but GPT chat taught me how to take music from YouTube and bring it over into my editing app. It's the first time I've ever figured it out. And I got one song over there. I got to do a couple more, but I didn't have time to look through the library. But then I got a notice, and it said that it was licensed for globally use, and that I got it from the library. But it like freaked me out. I turned my video off, you know. Anyways, it was fine. There was nothing wrong with it. It just, I guess it threw up a flag because it was licensed, but they should have known it was their own stupid song. But yeah, for somebody like me, it scared me, you know? So, but it was fine. Some songs are fine, you know? And a lot of times, what scared me is because I made it public. It didn't alert me initially. Because when I upload a video, I'll wait for YouTube to clear it and say, nothing was found. You can play your video. Well, I guess I wasn't paying attention. I saw that I got it. It looked like it said it was okay, but then when I was scrolling through my messages, it said there was something wrong with it. And I flipped because I made it live, you know, public. But it was fine. But it scared me. It added a few gray hairs. So. But after I work on this a little while, I'm going to go in and play in the music. I'm going to find some different music, you know, because when I'm stitching, I can't talk all the time. So I know some of you like to watch me. I know some of you hate music. So I'm going to try some type of music that's kind of a little relaxing, maybe. That thing is ugly. It's going to be a big old scab. But that's what happens when you sleep with dogs. You're going to get scratched, right? What was the old saying? If you sleep with dogs, you're going to get fleas or something like that. We don't have fleas. No, we are medicine. You see Tilly? She's sleeping too. I hate putting that collar on her. You know what? It keeps her in control. It keeps her... I beep it and she comes right to my side. And sometimes she barks excessively. She was scaring that big dog, just barking and barking and barking and barking and barking and barking and barking. And so I beeped it and she stopped. This morning they were nose to nose. She was sitting there watching Georgie and him play. So, but she's doing her job, you know. She garden the house, garden the yard. But yeah, he has found a spot under my camper. I've got a dog bed under my camper. He hasn't laid on the bed yet. I tested him. I put a bag of garbage out there. In the evenings when I do my kitchen, my garbage cans are really small. So I go through a garbage bag a day, you know. So after dinner and clean the kitchen, I pulled the bag out and I threw it out the door because I'm not going out to the burn pile. And it's, you know, it's late. So I threw it out there. Sometimes I'll hang it on the rocking chair, but I threw it out there. He didn't get in it, but he does like to take off his shoes. But I got all my shoes up. And as long as I put my shoes up, he doesn't take off with them. You know what I mean? I've got a rack out there. And I put them all on the rack. And I put the good ones up high. So he did take off with one of my boots. Dad found it out in the field. That was a couple days ago. But he hasn't chewed anything up. So he's a sweet boy. And he just wants company. Miss Clary, very sweet lady, but the dog is an outside dog. She don't have dogs in her house. And I want to say she's like 94, 95. I think she just had a birthday, 95. And Reed lives with her son. Anyways, it's just the two of them. And Reed's, you know, always doing something. He's always working. He's a farmer. And he's always doing something for somebody. They were mowing next door yesterday, him and my dad. But my dad loves to mow. He loves it. I don't love it as much as him. I don't love the heat. But I forgot what I was talking about. Why was I talking about? Oh, the dog. And you know, so Fred, he kept escaping because he's lonely. You know, he hears so much going on over here. The only friend he has is the peacock, you know, that hangs out there between mom and dad's and the Clarys. So anyways, I just finally told Reed, I said, just, you know, I told you guys, I said, he's fine. He's not bothering anybody. We're not feeding him. You know, he goes home to eat and then he comes back here and hangs out underneath my house. And he gets along with everybody. But I don't know if I told you guys, Tyler was here the other day to visit me. And so Millie was running with me along the side-by-side to my dad's house. Well, Fred saw Millie and he was like, boo! He has like a boo! He's got a hunting dog bark. We've never heard him bark. And his hair was standing up because he didn't know who she was. It was pretty funny. He was fine after, you know, we let him know it was okay. But still, he was guarding Dad's house. I thought that was pretty good. That's what they're for, keep the coyotes away. Because we got coyotes out here. And one got a hold of one of my dad's dogs a long time ago. I don't know if I ever told you all about that. That was many years ago. But yeah, Tiffany saw a coyote yesterday in her backyard. So that's why we don't let these dogs go far from our sight. But they're out in the woods, you know. I'm in the middle of the property. I haven't seen any up here. My neighbors had lost a baby donkey about a year ago to coyotes. So I think they had some traps they set out for them. There were some trappers last year. So, and we have, when somebody comes in the gate, my Alexa alerts me, whether it's a truck, an animal, whatever. And then when it comes like towards Tiffany's house, it'll beep again. Tiffany has cameras. So I have a camera aimed at my washer for stupid reasons. It's like my laundry detergent is disappearing. And I want to know, I don't mind people using my stuff, but when the bottle's empty, please tell me so I can, when I go out there, I have laundry detergent because I know to order some. But yeah, there was some other stuff that happened in that garage. It looks like somebody either dropped something on my dryer or jumped on my dryer, but I got these 2 huge dents in the top of my dryer. It's brand new. I have no idea what happened. So I got a camera out there. I want to know who's in there and what they're doing. You know, I mean, the dryer's fine. It's just, it's kind of annoying because it's brand new. And I showed my dad, and he goes, nothing you can do, Nance. I said, I know. I said, but it would be nice if I damaged something of somebody's. I would say, look, I damaged your dryer. I can replace the lid. You know, it has a lid that comes off of it. I don't know. That's just the way I am. I mean, I've backed into people and left notes. I backed into somebody. I broke the lens on their truck, and I left a note. They called me and said not to worry about it. It was like $5 piece they replaced, but I don't know. That's just the way I am. But I'm also insured, you know. So I'm a true believer in what comes around goes around. I just have to be patient. Sometimes I think, what did I do so bad? I was a rotten teenager. But it was more like, I don't know, I never listened to my parents. I was a little rebel. This next one I should have 30 after the decreases. Can y'all see? Bring my directions closer to me. That's my setup. My coffee. But yeah, I got it on this chest. I got my yarn, my notes, and the pattern. Oh gosh, I forgot where I was. No! Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, it was 1, 2, and then the decrease, right? Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5. No. Yeah, that was a decrease. Okay. Decrease. 1, 2, 3, 4. Decrease. Annette with Tangled in Yarn designed this bear. Really cool. Do the decrease. Yeah. Okay. The decrease I'm doing is MJ's, where you go in the back loop, pull up a back loop, pull up the second back loop, then you pull through both of those 2, and then single crochet. And I think it looks pretty good. Annette showed me another way, and I can't remember how she did it. I tried to figure it out and I forgot. I told her I would forget. 1, 2, 3, 4, decrease. It's hard to find those back loops in this yarn. I hope everybody makes a bear, at least tries. She's gonna do a tutorial, I think, so I can't wait. You don't have to use this yarn. You can use puzzle yarn. You can use a 5 bulky yarn to make this bear. So, is this a 5 or what size is this? I don't think this is a 5. And you got to make sure, this says it's a 6. These two are pretty close. You know, I have number 5 cotton. 5, I think this is number 5. Woolies. Or is it a number 6? Let me see if I can find a ball band. I know I have a ball band on one of these in here. I did have one. I have a half a cat body in there. Oh, that's too funny. Last night I saw it. Here it is, right here. This is snuck it back me. This is that Line Brand Respun. I love making farmhouse things with this. Like the cat. I have a cat body. I just got to finish its head. I have a couple unfinished cats. But Nancy's going to try to finish. This is a number 6. Okay. So, I can't use that. But maybe this. This is Fantasy by Hobby. But I have to find the other skeins. I got probably about 6 or 7 of these. I have some pretty yarn from them like this. I've bought packets. That's in the yarn behind the dog room. I've got some Serenity. I can work with that. I love working with that. It'd probably be easier than working with this Posh. You don't have to make it out of Posh. It just needs to be a number 5 bulky yarn. So I might do better counting this. This is nice plushy yarn if you're used to working with, you know, plushies, you know. Where was I before I really interrupted myself? What's new, huh? All right. Okay, that was a decrease. So I can just do it again. These decreases are easy except that first stitch you go through. You pull up, there we go. All right, so. Two. Whoops. 2, 3, 4, decrease. I came by this morning. I got, I think, eight eggs. Chickens are laying eggs. Lynette's already finished one bear. But you know what? She loves to make ammies. I mean, she's always making ammies. 1, 2, 3. She's very reliable when it comes to her whips. She doesn't abandon them like me. She might have a couple UFOs from a long time ago. But I'm sure when she moved, she got rid of all that stuff she didn't need, you know? Okay. So the decrease. I gotta find the decrease. There you are. You know, when I'm talking, I gotta finish what I'm doing. Okay, so that's a decrease. And I need to have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's gonna be perfect, y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4. Decrease. Come on. There we go. Okay, last decrease, and then the last stitches for single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're perfect. We are perfect. Oh, now it says I have to start stuffing lightly. Continue until finished. So I'll have 1, 2, 3 rows. Okay. Hang on. Let me go get the stuffing. I'm back. What is that? Piece of wood. I thought this would work for like to hold the door open. I got a door that's leaning. I think I'm just gonna mess with the hinge. The door goes right over it. There's a gap. It's not like a house. Mobile homes, I don't know, they have big gaps under their doors. Probably a money saving thing. I don't know. So to lightly, I hope this point, it's like a boob. All right, come up here. You can't chew on that. She would chew it up. She got her jaws on it. But anyways, I need to make a door stop. I'm gonna make like an animal head on one side and body on the other. I've seen them where they're like a smashed cat or a smashed mouse. But an Amy as a doorstop, that's what I want to do. Right now I got a dog, a weighted dog in front of it. See it? That's the door. There's that toilet again. And that monkey. And my floors are messy because of her. But that's alright. Nothing a mop won't take care of. Or a washing machine. I just put these down yesterday. I gotta wash them already. And I've made 3 of those things for her, and all 3 of them are dirty. She rushes out the door ahead of me, and you would think I would think, but I'm not thinking. Yeah, that point think it's better. I'll lay it on its face and it'll flatten it out a little. You want it to have a nose, a little bit of a nose. But I was thinking, I don't know. We could shape the nose. Yes. Let me see what my head looked like. My nose was really big. Look. Big difference. And I took notes. I kept notes on what I did here. But I'm not a designer. Not an Amy designer. I don't have enough experience to write a pattern. So this head's a little bit smaller. So I'm not sure how it's supposed to be shaped. Let's look at the bear. I guess I'll have to stuff the head a little more before I close it. That looks about right. I'm a tester. I'm supposed to say that. So. I have 3 more rows to go. Okay, I messed up by pulling it out. Now it won't stand up. I'm going to put the book behind it. There. Perfect. Where's my hook? Alright, so I lightly stuffed it. I'm not sure how. You want it to have a round head in the back, so you know. Everybody else is done with their bear but me. Maybe I'll get it done today. I'm having a good time making it. Last night, was it last night or the night before? The first night I was playing with the ears and the yarn barf. I wanted to burn the yarn. Alright, I'm going to crochet the neck. There's 27 rows, so I'm going to do 26 real quick, stuff it a little more, and then do the last. Because when you after 27, she has you fasten off and then whip stitch in all 12 stitches in the front loop and then pull tight. So this is going to be a free pattern for anybody who wants to make bears for Camp Boggy. I think it's a kind of a cool thing, you know? I really do. Okay. So now I gotta do 1 single crochet decrease, 1 single crochet decrease. Eeky. I'm being a good girl, using my stitch markers. You know how many times I've had to use stitch markers on a project and I forget to put them in? Let me go get some coffee. I am going to actually stuff this a little more. But you know what? It's going to have, I don't know. It's going to have 12 stitches. I don't know. I'll be back. I'm back. Well, I'm going to start on the body. I'm going to start another video. This video is a little long, but I just thought we could hang out while I worked on the Boggy Bear. I'm very slow at Amy's, but there's that fly. He's a dead fly. And I covered up my dot. And I guess I got to put this up. These milk buns, they're awful. Don't ever buy them. They're very messy. I bought these a long time ago. I think I'm going to give them to Fred, but I'm going to give them to Reed to give to Fred. I don't want to get too attached to them, even though I am kind of attached to them. I like them, but you know me. So, Tilly's spread frog style right there in the sun. She's sunbathing right now. I got my door open. I got a screen, so. But anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow I have a doctor's appointment, so I might have to do, I guess I'm going to do tomorrow's video today. So I'll be in my gator attire. This shirt, I love this shirt, but it's too short. If I raise my arms, you'll see my belly, and I'm just too old for that type of stuff. Yeah. Trying to see if there's another shirt I did buy a couple black dress shirts. Oh, here's my here's a t-shirt, short sleeve t-shirt. It says treat dealer. That's what I'm going to put on, because this shirt's too short to wear. Even though I'm here, people come over, you know, to the farm. There's other people that show up on the farm, like drivers and stuff like that. Yeah. And I'll finish talking about what I did last night online. Love y'all. Mwah. Have a great day.